Hello and welcome again. So in this session we will see how to perform calculations with if conditions. Up to now we have seen how to just show some logic, let's say true and false, or some result in terms of yes and no. Only two criteria there with simple if functions like normal if, and condition, if condition, multiple if condition, nested if condition. These are the things. It generally pass two criteria whether it's there or not. Right. Now, in this session, we will discuss how we can perform some of the calculations with conditional calculations. For normal calculations, up to now, we have used the formula like sum formula, right? Which can sum a range of range of the cells. Say in a particular range of cell, it will do the sum or count of the formula. Okay, or you can use the average formula. Now, the simple sum formula will just give you a sum, okay, or count or average. But here we are going to apply conditional formula, okay, with if, conditional sum with conditions. So let's see how it works. As you can see here, we have these numbers. Okay, now we have this number, this data is there, and like that. So if I have to make some simple sum formula, if I have to just simply make a simple sum formula, so what we can do, we just say equal sum, and then we get the number from here to here. That is very simple way to get the sum. But what if I say that I need the sum, okay, but not only for this one. When this entire data are repetitive like this, suppose there is a huge number, let's say approximately 100 data are there, more than hundreds numbers are there, and you want to make a sum, not of all number, only of selected data. You want a sum, but only for a selected data only we want. Means I want a sum of only pen, or maybe a pencil, or maybe some one single product. Okay, selective sum, not all sum. For all sum, we just use simple formula of sum. But we want selective sum. For selective sum, there is a formula called sum if. Okay, sum if. So sum if is used to calculate conditional sum, okay, as per the required data set that you want. And in sum if, it will calculate only one type of data, means one criteria has to be passed only. When you have only one criteria, means I need one pen, means a pen and their cells, then we use sum if formulas. Okay, now how it is going to work. So we have a sum if formula. Sum if, how it work? Example, I want the result to be published here. I want the result to be published here. Now, what we can do for this sum if formula? We can use the formula here. That's, you can say, equal to sum if. Sum if. Okay, you can see there is a formula of sum if formula. We can indicate the formula. Now, this sum if formula will calculate a selective sum of a particular one type of data, whatever. So example, I want sum of only pen. Example, I want the sum of only pen only. Only pen I want sum. Okay, sum of only pen, not everything. I do not want each and every things. I just need sum of pen. Okay, like that. So how it will work? Let's see. So equal to sum if. There is a formula. Now select the formula, open the bracket. It asks you again three conditions, but not like a normal if condition where you have to pass one logical test and you have to enter true and false. It won't be like it. It will calculate the value and provide you the end result. Okay, so sum if. Now first one, it's asking me range. What I am trying to find? I am trying to find pen. Okay, so wherever, in whatever column your pen might exist, okay, wherever in whatever column your pen might exist, that will be your range. So pen is available in this C column. So either you can select this entire C column like this, also it's possible, or you can simply select the range, means from this point C4. From C4 my range starts and it will go down till this option. Okay, like this, C100. It says C4 to C100, it will go on like that till here, like this. Now, if you want more, you can add more also, but C4 to C100. If you want to add some more value, let's say 100, 200 data, more things, then even you can increase this range to little bit more you can increase, so that maybe in future something more will be added, some more data might added on a particular date. You can even take a number. Let's say I am going to take a number from C150. Okay, C150 I will take. So I want a range, I want to select a range from 4 to 150. Okay, now this is my range, that in this range pen might exist. Okay, comma. Now you have selected a range. Now the Excel is asking you, okay, tell me that in this range what you are finding. So actually I am finding for pen, right? So you use double quote, and inside double quote you have to type what actually you are looking. So I have selected the range, and in this range we have the pen. In this range we have pen. I am finding pen. Now comma, after comma you have to select some range. So range is your this one. Criteria is what actually you are looking. You can select only one criteria. You can't select two. And after criteria, it's asking you sum range. Now sum range will be this sum. Now while selecting the sum range, remember you are supposed to select the same range. Do not select more or less. Means if here it's C4 to C150, then here it should be D4 to D150 only. It should not be D2, D5, D10, and 150, 170. It won't be like that. Exactly from the same number, D4 to 150. Either you can select like this, or like that you can go on and you can select all the value till exactly 150 only. And if you see that if you're facing difficulty or writing, then even you can write the value manually. Now we have the value here, C4 to C150, pen I am finding, and if I find, then find the result from this particular sales or quantity field, and how many quantity of pen we have sold. Okay, now enter the data. So total 746 quantity of pen we have sold. If you want to check, you can also check with your filters. You can apply the filter and it will show you the exactly same value. Like example, I will go there and I will apply a filter here and say that I just want a pen, and these are the pen. Okay, right now because its value is changing. Okay, so it's showing me how much, 623, and when I release it, okay, actually it's changing because I have used dynamic value. So I'm just, let me change it to permanent value. Now you can see it's saying 481. So if suppose I remove this and say only pen, you can see it will be 481 exactly. So you can verify. So one time if you want to make a sum of all the values of one pen only, so here we are looking for pen. Okay, that's the formula we have used it here, pen. So this is very simple way to find the sum of a particular data from a series when it is repetitive. When the data are repetitive, it may be date, it may be something like that. You want to find a sum on a particular date, let's say 2nd of November you want. So you can select, okay, whatever the entries have done on 2nd November, you just want to find the sum of that. Same range will be the date range where you have entered the date, and then criteria will be 2nd November, and then comma, it will be total sales from on whatever happened on 2nd of November. So this is for sum if. Same case, if I want to find how many times pen sold, how many time pen sold. Again I am looking for pen only. Okay, let's say, but this time I say how many times. So when you say how many times, then we use the formula count if. Count if is used to calculate this formula, sum if, and we have a formula called count if. Okay, like this. Now for the count if formula, equal to count if. You can see here, you can count. So normal count will count each and every data. Okay, normal count will simply count. Let's say if I count it, it says me that total 17 count, but in 17 all the products are there, but I am talking about pen only. So, okay, I'm not talking about all product. I'm talking about pen only. So when you want only pen, then it means if. Count if the pen is there. So equal to count if, and again range. So range will be same, I can select. Now if suppose I do not want to select huge range, I do not want to go till the down, and if you know the stop range, so you can come here and write 150. So from C4 to C150 automatically it will select till 150 value, it will select here. You can see till 150 value it will select. There it will stop. So from C4 to C150, what I am looking? I am looking for pen. So quotations and pen quotation. Now we do not have to you can say calculate how many pens we sold. We say how many times we have sold. The number of business happened, number of time, not the total amount. So in this case, it will just simply two criteria or one criteria is required: pen and the range of the pen, not the sales. We do not select the pen range. Make it okay. It says 10 times we have sold the pen. Again, if you want to verify, just go there, apply the filter. You can see pen, and it will be total 10 times we have sold the pen, 10 numbers. Like that, it will work. So sum formula and count formula. Okay, count formula for doing this one. Next one is suppose the average. Average average of pen sold. Similar to the sum formula, it will have the same syntax similar to sum formula. The average will also work. Okay, same. So we can use average if. Average if. Okay. Now for average if, we have again the formula equal to average if. Again, now you can see the same thing. It happens. It's asking me range. So where I will find pen, I will find the pen in this range. Even if you are selecting from here, you can select from here. Then you have to select from the same. So you can select from here, no problem. The last value is 150. No problem. Okay. And in this range, I am looking for pen. So I will type the pen, comma, and then again I can select from here to 150. Like this. Now close the bracket. So range, the criteria in that range, and if I find the range and criteria, then I will have to average this. So D3 to D150. Enter it. It says 48.10. Okay. So we have the formula here again. Average if formula here. Average if formula. And if you just want to check it, see, equal to total divided by count, exactly 48.1. This is the proof that everything is perfectly working. So if you want to calculate some data, and if it is repetitive, you do not want to use a filter each and every time, then SUMIF, COUNTIF and AVERAGEIF is always helpful tool. Mostly we use these formulas to create dashboards and to find a huge numbers. Okay, if you have to calculate, then we use these functions. Right? So I hope you like this session. See you again. Till then, thank you.